Morning everyone, this is Hadjikyriacos, analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 23rd of May. Euro climbs further after Merkel says it's too weak. The common European currency extended its recent gains yesterday, following some remarks from German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Speaking about the causes of Germany's large trade surplus, she indicated that the euro is too weak due to the ECB's policy, which makes German products relatively cheaper. Even though such rhetoric is not particularly new coming from Germany, considering that Finance Minister Schauble has repeatedly made similar comments, it was enough to add further fuel to the recent bullish sentiment surrounding the euro. Moving forward, we stick to our guns that the near-term path for the euro is to the upside. Diminished political risks in the Eurozone, prospects for a more optimistic tone by the ECB at one of its upcoming meetings, and continued strength in the bloc's economic data support our view. Our favorite proxy for further euro gains remains Euro-USD. Political risks remain elevated in the US, generating market skepticism over Trump's ability to push his tax plans through Congress, something evident by the decline in both US Treasury yields and the recent plunge in five-year inflation expectations. In addition, given the elevated expectations for a June rate hike, which is priced in at 78.5% according to the Fed Funds futures, we think that the near-term risks surrounding the dollar from monetary policy may be asymmetrical. Any signs the Fed may not hike in June could generate a bigger negative market reaction than the corresponding positive one in case policymakers raise rates. Euro-USD surged from near the 1.1170 support territory after Merkel's comments, breaking above the resistance, now turning to support level of 1.1230, before finding fresh sell orders near 1.1270 and subsequently pulling back somewhat. Given that the price structure on the 4-hour chart remains higher peaks and higher troughs, we expect the bulls to seize control again soon and push the rate higher for another test near 1.1270. If they manage to overcome that resistance level, they could initially aim for the 1.13 area, marked by the peak of the 9th of November. As for today's highlights, during the European Day, we get the preliminary manufacturing and services PMIs for May from many European nations and the Eurozone as a whole. Most of these indices are expected to have remained unchanged or to have ticked down, but to still remain at elevated levels. Therefore, despite some marginal declines, such prints could indicate that the bloc's economic recovery remains on track and may enhance further speculation regarding an increasingly more optimistic ECB. Something like that could bring the euro under renewed buying interest. Euro-yen spiked higher after the German Chancellor's remarks as well, to break above the resistance now turning to support obstacle of 1.2460. The rate hit resistance at 1.2530 and then retreated. In case the PMIs are encouraging today, we could see the pair surge and perhaps test the 1.2530 zone again, where a decisive break could pave the way for the 1.2580 resistance territory. We also get Germany's IFO survey for May. The forecasts for both the current conditions and the expectations indices to have risen, albeit marginally. The case for an increase in these figures is supported by similar uptakes in the ZW indices for the month. Coming on top of potentially encouraging PMIs, this could be another factor that enhances the case for Draghi and Co. to shift to a more hawkish tune soon. In the US, the preliminary market manufacturing PMI for May and new home sales for April are due out, though neither of these indicators is usually a major market mover. We have 3 speakers on the agenda: Bank of England Governor Mark Carney, ECB Executive Board Member Benoit Coeur, and Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Hadjikyriacos, analyst at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.